Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score was 116-97. The Lakers get the victory at home in a noonday game on a Saturday. Finally back from the road trip and picked up right where we left off with winning, beating up on Eastern Conference teams as usual. Gotta appreciate it to the fullest. Anthony Davis, the way he rebounded the ball tonight really made me happy, man. 4 offensive rebounds, 13 in total. He had 6 blocks, 3 steals, over 20 points. Just a phenomenal basketball game from Anthony Davis. 4 assists on top of that, plus 8. He's definitely getting the game ball from me. I just really loved how he cleaned up glass tonight. LeBron James, 24 points, 12 assists or something like that. Definitely getting people involved. Love what I saw from the King as well. D'Angelo Russell topped the high man with 28 points. I think he hit like 7 threes tonight. Very efficient shooting tonight. Love what I saw from him. And he is the difference. When you look at some of the games that we've lost, and you look at how he played, usually him not playing well and us losing go hand in hand. Him giving 10 points, 8 points, something like that. If D'Lo's having a bad night, you pretty much pencil it in as a loss. But when he has a really good night, you have a much greater chance of winning. And then this is one of those nights where in the first half he just couldn't miss. Kind of got away from him in the second half, but ultimately he walked out of there with, I think, either 6 or 7 threes. I don't remember which. I like what I saw from Jackson Hayes, too. 2 blocks on the night, limited minutes. I think he had like 4 points, 3 boards, something like that. But those block shots were huge. His activity was fantastic. He had deflections and things like that. Also, Spencer Dinwiddie, for the same reason, I was very pleased with Spencer. Shooting wasn't really there. He did hit a fortuitous 3 down the stretch of the game at the buzzer of a shot clock, which was just like a prayer. He hit that and hit a corner 3 as well. But it was more about his activity defensively, getting deflections, things like that. I thought was really helpful. Austin Reeves had a poor shooting night, turned the ball over a little more than you'd like, but he did have some extreme highlights, including a save. I don't even know how he saved it. The ball was loose, and he threw it from behind his back, and it landed right at the shooter's chest. So it wasn't a good game from Austin, but his presence was felt just the same. Taurean Prince was fantastic, man. Taurean Prince was the man off the bench, 18 points, barely missed. He was hitting shots, and when he wasn't on the floor, our offense was stagnant. That's kind of how the game was going at one point. You look it up and you realize that we can't score without him. It was weird. It was very strange. Usually we complain about Taurean Prince, but it was at one point where I was like, yo, why is coach not putting him back on the floor when he's one of the main sources of offense for us and we can't seem to get a shot going? Put him back on the floor and we were getting shots going. So his scoring was spectacular tonight. Them 18 points, we needed all of those. And he really did a great job against his old Cleveland Cavaliers team. Hopefully he'll do the same against his old Minnesota team tomorrow. Rui Hachimura had a quiet game, did not shoot the ball very well. This is rare for him. He's been playing great as of late. Hopefully he bounces back tomorrow with a strong game. He only had 7 points. But this was a great win. Love seeing us play well in a noon game, which is rare for us. Donovan Mitchell really wasn't himself out there. I don't know if he's rushed back from injury or not, but that wasn't a Donovan Mitchell I know. Darius Garland had 24 points, something like that. 5 steals, something crazy like that. That he was their high man. And Caris LeVert was strong off of the bench for them. Mobley and Allen played pretty well for the most part. But AD was just gobbling up rebounds, man. He really took care of that matchup for us. I couldn't be more pleased. It's strange how they have us playing a back-to-back with Mobley and Allen. And then tomorrow we got to play the Timberwolves with Rudy Gobert. And although he's not out there, the schedule makers didn't know that. Call Anthony Towns. It's like they want us to play 2 Twin Towers back-to-back in this crunch time situation. But Carl's still out with the injury, so hopefully we'll be able to win that matchup too. But it's just a great win, man, especially given the fact that we're finally in 8th seed. As officially right now, we are above the Sacramento Kings. We've crawled into that position. Obviously, we're a long way away from holding it. We still have to do some winning tomorrow, and we need other teams to lose, including Sacramento continuing to lose would help us a lot. But we can at least look up and say we're there right now. But it's going to require more work to keep that. And we understand it. So we're very happy about this victory. This was a must-win basketball game, and we showed up in a must-win fashion, albeit in some ways defensively that weren't as great. We wish we would have played better overall team defense. We wish we would have rebounded the ball as a team better. Tied their rebounding total at 40. But we got in a fast break in a spectacular way tonight. Um, and ultimately found ourselves a nice victory here, even though we gave away the ball 20 dang times, man. 20 turnovers is unacceptable. And if you think you're going to get away with that against Minnesota, you won't. You will not get away with that against the best defense in the league. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. We have got to take care of the basketball a lot better than we did against Cleveland tonight. A whole lot better. But all in all, when you shoot above 50% from the field and above 45% from the three, you love your team and how you ultimately approach this basketball game from shooting standpoint. So this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Lobs, rebounds, 3-point shots hit, momentum plays. We let the Cleveland Cavaliers get a 4-point lead, then ran the score back up immediately to 13 really fast. That 3-ball was just very, very much our friend tonight. And I like how we approached the game overall. I like how we approached it. I like the intensity. I like the poise. I like the activity from role players. This was a true team effort. You know, at one point I was saying teamwork makes the dream work. You saw Jackson Hayes block a shot, and then, you know, another player got the ball. I don't remember exactly who it was. It might have been Austin or D'Lo. Chest passed it to Torian. Torian hit the tray. Like, that's the type of teamwork that I love to see, man. It doesn't always have to be superstars making things happen. We need them role guys to play with extreme urgency and pressure on themselves to win these games. And when they do, we do. It's that simple. This team showed a lot of togetherness today. And I think that getting a victory like this will go a long way in making this team feel great. It's making this team feel great about itself. So, we got 3 games left. Or 4 games left, rather. Excuse me. 4 games left. With tomorrow's game at 7 p.m. And then we got that Golden State Warrior game coming up also at 7 p.m., I believe, 2 days from then. And then it's just Memphis and New Orleans for the final road trip. And we'll be ready to start the play-in tournament. Hopefully we have nothing to do with it. I want that 6th seed as bad as anybody does. And I know that it is possible. It's possible we can get it, especially if we win all 5 of these basketball games. It's possible. It's very possible. So 1 down, 4 to go. Tomorrow's going to be tough. Golden State's going to be tough. They're all going to be tough. New Orleans going to be tough. I even think Grizzlies could be tough if we don't come up with the right mentality. But the way our superstars played tonight, the way our role players approached this game, we had a lot to like about ourselves, and there's a lot of room for improvement. And Gabe Vincent is making his strides. You know, we got him involved. He had a good plus 15. I don't think he scratched tonight, but he definitely, you could see him shaking off the rust, you know, and he's going to get in better conditioning and overall to be more of a contributor. You can see where he's going to help, strips and things like that at the rim, you know, taking the ball from bigs and getting out in transition. As his wind starts to come back and as his speed starts to come back, you can tell what he's bringing to the table is going to help you on both sides of the floor. And I like what I've seen from Gabe Vincent thus far, a lot more so than I thought I would. So that's what it is, man. This is a good one. It would have been even better if we had everybody clicking at the same time. Austin and Rui didn't play all that great, but Torian made up for it off the bench with extraordinary shooting, and D'Lo shot the ball extremely well, and of course AD and Braun were super duper stars tonight. And I just love the team win. I love the team win. I love the togetherness. I love the camaraderie. I love how we played, man. So this was a fun one for me. I'm glad to be back home. Well, obviously I'm here, but the team being back in LA with the fans behind us, seeing our floor, it was much missed. And it's good to have a little bit of home cooking. It ain't going to last very long. We only got 2 more games here before we got to start get back on the road. But we took care of business in this one, and tomorrow we got a massive one against the number 1 overall seed, Minnesota Timberwolves. So hopefully our team can get some rest right now, rest tomorrow too, and be ready. Be absolutely ready for a dogfight against Anthony Edwards, because you know Ant-Man is coming, and you don't stumble into 55 wins or whatever that team has. You don't stumble into that. And even though I think we match up extremely well against them, I don't particularly fear them at all. That does not mean that you get to come out and have that mentality against them. They're the number 1 overall seed. They've been better than you all season long, and you got to play better than them in order to beat them, and you got to be better than yourselves in order to beat them, and that's what it's required. So tomorrow could be the biggest test, although I think Golden State's going to give us hell. The Minnesota Timberwolves are the most talented team we have left to play. That's really what it comes down to. And they've been finding ways of beating teams, and they do it on the defensive end. So with us turning the ball over the way that we have been, that will be unacceptable tomorrow. I cannot stress that enough. But for now, we will celebrate this victory. We took care of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Glad I didn't see Donovan Mitchell get to the line 50 times like we usually do every year. When he plays against us, it's a nightmare. And I don't remember if we won the first game against the Cavs or not. I honestly don't remember, but we definitely took care of this game. I want to say we won the season series, but I don't remember. But whatever the case may be, we definitely appreciate getting this victory. And we're done with the Eastern Conference. That's the story. That was our final Eastern Conference team, obviously, with the last 4 being Minnesota, Golden State, Memphis, and New Orleans. So good job against the East, Bron and LA and AD. We took care of the Eastern Conference, man. That's not minor. We feel great about having beaten teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Boston Celtics, getting victories against the Milwaukee Bucks. We did good things against the East, man. So we should feel really good about that aspect of our season this year. At any rate, we got more work to do, but it does feel good to be in this 8th spot. We're going to enjoy this win for a couple seconds, but we got to get right back to work for tomorrow against the Timberwolves. And so I'll have something for you then. But this was a good win, man. Definitely love what I saw. Anthony Davis gets the game ball. BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching. I'm out.